Hello, this is Doron with I Can Develop Games blog, teaching you how to develop games by outsourcing, no coding required. Alright, today I'm gonna walk you through the iOS Dev Center, showing you what's a provisional portal is, and what's iTunes Connect, and some more information. It's actually going to be a three-part video where the first one is going to be all about iOS provisioning, what it is and what do you do there. The second one will be iTunes Connect, and the third one, what to do with some of the material that you retrieve from iTunes Connect to send to the developer. All right, so the first thing you do is go into developer.apple.com. If you haven't registered for the developer program, you need to do that. You click on iOS Dev Center, and here you register for free. However, there is an annual cost to it. I believe at the moment it's $99 a year annually. And when you've done that, you come back here and you log in. So I'm going to go in. My information is already in there. So imagine you haven't done anything yet in here. You don't know how to do it. Your developer is bugging you for profiles. What do you do? How do you do it? Okay, so this is the first screen you'll see. The first thing you want to do is actually download Xcode and install it. It's pretty self-explanatory how to do it. You're on a Mac, obviously. You should be able to download and install it pretty easily. The next thing you would do is go to the provisional portal, and in it you have the certificates. The certificates tab is basically a development certificate that you need to create only once for your computer. And I've already made one. I'm not sure exactly how to recreate even for an example. However, after you create it, you're going to have an option to download it and install it. Double click on it on the file that you downloaded, and it will install it for you. The next thing that you would like to do is go into distribution and do the same exact thing. Download it afterwards and double click on it, and it will install it on your machine. On the third tab, you have devices, where this is where you add test devices. Apple won't let you, or they won't allow you to install a game during development on any device unless it recognizes a device as one that's meant for development. So basically what you do, you go to add device, you enter a name, any name, blah, 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 and the device UDID. Now the device UDID is like a serial number from the phone, from the device itself, iPad, iPhone, or whatever. And the way to retrieve it, the easiest way to do that is to download a free app that's called UDID from the App Store. I will have a link to it. You download that and the UDID will be listed in there. It's a pretty long number and you'll have to be accurate, make sure not to make any mistakes. This is actually a necessary step. The first thing you want to do probably. App ID is where you create an app ID, basically. Like for anything that you want, it has an ID in the iTunes system. Let's create one, just a demo one. A common name of description. Let's say fun game. All right. Bundle identifier. It's gonna be, and I'll explain exactly what I'm doing. It's the apps that fun game. All right, now it really doesn't matter what you type here, but Apple recommends, in order to keep it pretty order, or in a certain order, is to use the format of com dot, then like a website that you possibly own, and then the name of a game or something like that, and then you hit submit, and you'll see exactly what we're gonna use it for. It's going to be down here below. I'm not going to look it up at the moment, but it's going to be in there. The past app IDs, it's something else that you don't need, at least not at the moment that you begin development. Provisioning. Now, this is important. Provisioning, these are the files that your developer will ask you. Development provisioning file, and distribution, which you don't have to give the distribution, but I do, especially if your developer is going to be the one who submits it for you. So in order to be able to develop anything and test it, you have to create a development profile. So what I'm doing, I'm clicking on a new profile. I name it development, for example, for fun game, or I should actually do it like that. Fun game development. All right. Certificate. This is actually, you tell iTunes that you're going to use a certificate from here that was unique to your computer. You select an app ID, which is the one that we just created here, and it was fun game. And then I actually select the devices that I'm going to be using to test this game. And then I do submit. As soon as you're done with submit, where is it? It's probably going to be below here. Oh, there you go. There it is. It says pending. It basically takes Apple a bit of time to create it for you. All you need to do is just refresh the page. And there you go. It's ready. Then what you would do is download it. And you double click to install it. And I'll explain later on what it is, who, what, where. Whoop. Don't go there. Don't go there. All right. The next thing that you want to do is, let's see. No, this is not what I need here. Distribution. In distribution, you have two profiles that you need to create. One of them is, after the development is done, a certificate to allow the game to be distributed for test and for distribution in the App Store. So there's two profiles you need to create. One of them is the ad hoc, which is for test, and we're going to call the one fun game ad hoc. Now, the name doesn't matter. It's just easy to remember. Select an ID, which is, again, the same one telling it that we're going to use the app ID from before. Devices, we're going to select devices for the ad hoc, those that we want to test it on. And the same story, it's going to show up here that it's been pending. But in the meantime, we create the App Store one, and it's going to be Fun Game App Store. Select an ID. And this is only really when your app is ready to be uploaded to Apple. That's when you need it. You don't need any devices here to select because it does not apply. Create Submit. Click on Submit. Let's refresh it so we see both of them. All right, so both of them are here. I'm going to download both of them. And then double click on that. Double click on that. All right. Distribution is basically just showing how to distribute the app when it's done to the App Store, or how to do other things that are related to, let's say, the ad hoc. How do you distribute the ad hoc? It's pretty self-explanatory here. Your developer should be able to help you with that. And at the moment, this is it for the first part of this video series. If you like this video, please subscribe to get notified when new videos come out. Also, in the description below, you'll find a link to my blog, which I appreciate if you can go and visit and provide any feedback. I would appreciate that. Also, there's going to be a direct link below in the description for a free guide that I created about how to select and hire the best developers for your next mobile game, basically. You have nothing to lose. It's free. Go ahead and try that. I hope you enjoyed this video. This is Doron, and go ahead and check the next video in this series. Thank you.